It hasn't started yet, right? Like, I'm... Oh, shit. Okay, 30 more seconds. Go to live.
Various archetypes is crucial to mastering this type
Let's
of
go.
battle
Let's
system.
watch.
In this edition of the Atlas exclusive to Metaphor Refantasio Showcase, we will dive deeper into the different types of archetypes and how to use them. For those who haven't watched, in our previous showcase, we introduced the overall game flow. We will continue to reveal new content on Metaphor Refantasio on our Atlas YouTube channel, so please be sure to subscribe.
I am subscribed.
Let's
I don't
get
think so, but
started.
I'm going to. The battle system overview. Hell yeah.
First, let's review the battle system introduced in the previous livestream. Metaphor features a turn-based and action-oriented battle system where enemies of lower rank are defeated through real-time action, allowing you to proceed at a quick pace.
That's so
In this
fucking
innovative battle
cool.
system, against higher-ranked enemies, players can use the real-time action to enter turn-based combat with an advantage.
Oh,
Metaphor incorporates tactical planning through action into its established systems, along with a high degree of party composition freedom through job changes.
they're playing way faster than I will.
Central
It's
to
not
this
even
approach
close.
are the game's new job types known as archetypes, which players can equip to their protagonist. To prepare these archetypes for
Protagonist only.
it's crucial to first introduce the facility known as the Academia.
Academia. The Academy?
In the early stages of the story, the protagonist gains access to a mysterious location called Academia.
Academia.
As you can see, it's a place adorned with a plethora of books, giving it
like
the
an
atmosphere
academy.
of a sanctuary of knowledge. The individual in Academia has high hopes for the
Academia.
protagonist's awakened archetypes. He is well versed in
this is the
archetype
Velvet
knowledge
Room.
and will lend his support to the protagonist's journey, helping him to awaken archetypes. Archetypes are managed in lineages such as this one, branching
Magic
out as
needed
they are acquired
1000.
during the journey. This is a game
Ooh.
screen from the early stages of the story. So right now we only have access to the initial archetypes with basic skills. Once
Academia.
you're able to swap archetypes, the real game strategy begins.
Okay.
Details on how the protagonist comes to visit this place will be shared in detail in subsequent updates.
Hi,
so please look
buddy.
forward to it. Now, I'd like to introduce the types and characteristics of archetypes, as well as details about the related battle systems, including some that have not yet been revealed.
Archetype lineage. Okay.
Last live stream, we introduced the different types of archetypes, including some of the foundational ones. The versatile Seeker, who is a well-rounded archetype.
Okay.
The Mage, who can exploit the enemy's weak points with powerful magic. The Thief, skilled in abilities like robbery.
Robbery.
Brawler, who excels in physical attacks using their fists. In
There's also
terms
the
of
pugilist.
other initial archetypes, we have the Warrior, who excels in sword attacks. The Knight,
Cool.
with outstanding defensive skills. The Healer,
Okay.
who specializes in recovery.
I would not have guessed that one,
Commander,
actually.
with skills related to formation and support. The Gunner, who can shoot from a distance.
Shoot from a distance. Is that
Merchant, who
good?
can use
Maybe.
money-related attacks. And the Faker, with tricky moves. As the game progresses,
You
players
faker.
can unlock evolved archetypes such as the Masked Dancer.
Oh.
whose skills and resistances can be freely changed with equipment. The
Whoa,
Summoner,
okay.
who is perceived as a highlight in job change games with its power to summon monsters.
Yes!
And the Berserker, who has tremendous destructive power.
Oh my
There are
god.
14
This sounds
basic
so fun.
archetype lineages. And when the variations of each archetype are added up, in total there are more than 40 archetypes available.
Yes. So there's base, and then there's just basically advanced. Academia.
Each archetype gains experience through battle and learns various skills. There's
Bot.
a wide variety of skills with different attributes and ranges, such as buffs, recovery, and passive skills to improve abilities.
So Persona
Mastering
E.
these skills allows players to gain
love
an
it.
advantage in battles. Furthermore, as archetypes evolve through growth, players can advance to higher tier archetypes.
Oh, higher tier
Archetypes
archetypes.
like the ones introduced earlier are unlocked as the base archetype of each lineage. Progressing them through battle and strengthening bonds with supporters encountered on the journey is crucial. This system unlocks conditions for acquiring even more advanced archetypes, providing substantial depth and party development for players to enjoy.
Oh my
and
goodness.
experience.
I don't even understand, but I know it sounds
For
fun.
example, the Seeker, which first awakens for the protagonist, is a lineage in the Seeker category.
Whoa.
By deepening the bond
a Seeker
with the
Seeker.
supporter who controls this lineage, the character can evolve into the Magic Seeker, who wields powerful wind magic, as well as reinforcement support and passives, and then onto Soul Hacker, who has powerful magic such as additional MP recovery effects and penetration resistance. The Gunner,
Fuck yeah,
who can shoot
bro.
from a distance, is a heroic figure in the ranged category,
But
and can evolve into
Sniper.
who's good at all target attacks, and then on
as
to
all
Juggernaut,
snipers are.
who can trigger attacks with various magical attributes.
Show me a sniper that's not good at AoE
Who
attacks.
controls this lineage.
It's a very interesting direction.
Each archetype variation is uniquely crafted with dedicated artwork, and the appearance of each character changes based on the equipped archetype.
Really?
So I
That's
think you will
super cool.
enjoy the work very much.
That's a lot. That's over 40 for the protagonist, at least. Who knows how many
Title
for
was
the other
created
characters.
With the cooperation of guest creators, including Koda Kazuma for the background concept art, and Ikuto Yamashita.
That is
for
so
concept art
cool
design.
looking. Holy shit,
The
that's so
archetype
fun.
Designs, boasting over 40 variations, are not only designed by Shigenori Soejima, who is in charge of character design for this title.
It does
but
kinda
also
look a
by
little
Yuji
Warframey.
Yukai, the character designer for the Etrian Odyssey series, who is likely
I mean, they're
familiar
good though.
to
I
all
like them.
fans.
I'm not like
The
blown
Etrian
away. They're a little
Odyssey
robotic,
series is
but
a
they're
dungeon-crawling RPG based on creating characters from a large number of jobs and organizing them into parties.
I do like
The
it though.
fact that we have incorporated the ideas of the creator, who has consistently been in charge of the design of the series, is not only impressive,
Oh,
but also an appropriate
it's so
element of the 30th
impressive.
anniversary title of the Atlas brand. So please look forward to it as well.
Oh, Mage isn't magic. That's like
In the last
mana
live
or
stream,
some sort of
we
currency.
explained the archetype system that allows you to transform at any time during a battle and
Anytime?
activate their skills after entering a turn-based battle with the squad button.
Maybe on
Today,
your
I
turn.
would like to introduce the archetype battle system in more detail.
Okay. Tell me
Against
more.
higher ranked foes, players can stun enemies with fast action before engaging in advantageous squad
Oh.
turn-based battles. However, if attacked by enemies first, the turn-based battle will begin with a disadvantage.
Yeah, that-
Players who prefer
sometimes you just
certainty
fucking
their
die in
attacks
Persona when
or
that
struggle
happens.
with action sequences should not try to take on the enemies through fast battle, but rather use the squad button to engage in turn-based combat. Depending on the situation, players are encouraged to adapt between high-risk, high-reward combat and low-risk, low-reward strategies.
All right, low risk, low reward. That's my boy.
Adopted from Shin Megami Tensei 3. In this system, the number of actions per turn is determined by the number of party members, and the number of actions increases if the enemy's weak points are exploited.
I mean, that's
So,
SMT5.
strategize your next move wisely. You can eliminate enemies unilaterally without giving them a turn. However, this system is a double-edged sword, since this also applies for the opponent.
That's how many turns they get,
Enemy
huh?
attacks exploit your party's weaknesses, then your party's turn may not come for a while, leading to challenging battles.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Metaphor is an evolution of our command battle system that has been cultivated over the years, and its innovative archetype system is unique to this title.
It seems very Persona, or sorry, SMT5y.
In command
But maybe
battles, players can change
not seeing the
party
difference.
formation front and back, and each archetype has its optimal position.
Oh, I like that little tiny shift. That's so funny.
The mage can cast magic from the back row to compensate for its weak point, low defense, to some extent, maintaining its attack power.
To
The
some
knight
extent.
can withhold its attacks and attract enemy attacks from the back row, and therefore induce enemy attacks with minimal damage.
Only a flesh wound.
Only a flesh wound. Resist. Oh, they must resist
However,
physical
Enemy's
damage.
Shooting is an archetype that specializes in long-range attacks from the back row.
So there's
Commander
rows.
can
That's very
change the
interesting to me.
formation of all members with its skills, allowing each player to freely create their own strategy.
I shall fight as the noble I am.
There is a special technique called
Hmm.
synthesis that differs from normal skills. Synthesis, which means integration in psychological terms,
Whoa,
is a system
integration
that
in
allows
psychological
archetypes
terms.
to combine with other party members' archetypes. It can activate a special technique that is not available otherwise. To perform this,
Is it a
system,
combo attack?
It consumes more than a normal action, as it consumes an additional action from your ally's turn as well.
Oh, but you can
This
still
system
get like
is
your
more
bonus
powerful
turns.
For that reason. For example, while a mage and healer can only target a single enemy with their attack, with the use of synthesis, the target can be changed to all enemies. The Seeker's main attack is wind magic.
But you can maybe
Using
make it
synthesis,
fire or something.
The Seeker can use attacks with attributes that are normally unavailable to it, such as light or strike.
Very cool.
Warriors are
Bamboo
good at
splitter.
physical attacks, but if many of the same archetype are placed in a party, the attack characteristics will naturally be skewed. However, the special synthesis attack that can be unleashed by 3 warriors
Whoa.
can do a surprising amount of damage even in the early stages of the game.
The triple
This
warrior
system
tech.
is an important element of the strategy, and if used properly, it can eliminate the enemies all at once.
I'm doing the 4 mage build. Yo, what's up? Up in here? Let's go.
The party. So it is a fun element to try out different configurations.
Let's turn it up
discover
just a little
new
bit.
Synthesis combinations. Moreover, the development team has worked hard to ensure that the diverse range of archetypes remains engaging even in the later stages,
Okay.
allowing players to enjoy different compositions. We aimed for a balance to avoid a situation
just
where
looks
players'
so
party
good.
compositions become similar as the game progresses.
It looks like a
or where
perfect
only
video game
certain
for me.
archetypes are
Like
used.
literally.
When players change from one archetype to another, they can inherit the skills they have already mastered to the new archetype.
Oh.
I have a few skills.
The
Okay.
command battle system not only includes action count strategies, but also formation tactics, special moves called synthesis, and a skill inheritance system, providing numerous ways to creatively configure archetype strategies in the party.
Most OP build
While
day
the
1.
party consists of 4 members initially, it can expand to 7 as the story progresses.
No way.
All members can equip any of the 40+ archetypes, so we hope players enjoy developing their unique
Holy
strategies.
shit. You can use any of the party members at any time? I mean, you have 4 out at a time, but like that's crazy.
Now that we have explained how to use archetypes in command battles, let's discuss how archetypes' abilities come into play in other ways. Weapons change depending on which archetype is equipped, and this also affects the real-time action.
That's so
fast
why,
combat
like, that- what
can
a
be
nice
used before
touch. It
entering
doesn't have to.
turn-based
They could just-
squad battles. For
Some games
example,
will just give him a sword all the
the
time.
Seeker's one-handed sword allows for quick, successive strikes to deal damage to enemies. Let's change the archetype
That's
of
so
the protagonist
fun.
to the unlocked warrior.
Oh,
You can change
yeah.
the archetype of your party members as well from each tree, but the fast action is a move specific for the protagonist. So we want you to try out not only the command battles, but also the strategic action.
That's so fun.
In the case of the warrior's great sword,
Oh,
its
yeah.
large swing delivers powerful blows, and while swinging it, the user is not susceptible to preemptive strikes from enemies.
Whoa.
In the case of the mage's staff, the attack range extends not only forward, but also around the user,
Holy
making it effective
shit.
in situations where the player is surrounded by
Oh.
multiple enemies. It can wipe out many monsters when outnumbered and outclassed. Additionally, there are archetypes that can
No.
use ranged weapons. The faker can throw knives, and the gunner uses a crossbow, allowing attacks from a safe distance.
This fucking has no
Enemies roaming
business
the
being
field
this
also
cool.
have various characteristics and weaknesses. For instance, you might use a gunner with long-distance attack range to take down flying foes. However, if you choose the protagonist's archetype focusing mainly on fast action, he will fight with that archetype when you enter a squad battle.
Of course.
You cannot swap archetypes in a squad battle, so it's important to plan ahead of time. We hope that everyone will enjoy the fast and squad combat.
Interesting. You can't switch your archetype in squad battle. I actually just assumed that you could. Like it was like Persona.
Let me also talk about the dungeons. There are various enemies in the dungeons.
This looks so
Familiar
good.
creatures
Fuck,
from
man.
fantasy worlds are recreated in a modern design.
Holy.
Some enemies that ambush you, some that hide underground. And some
Even the
that
fast
keep
action
you
sees really fun.
There are no dungeons that
It's just such a
require
good
specific
way
type
to
of
make-
archetype party. So please enjoy trying out various party
To
strategies
remove
of your
some of the
choice.
grind.
Although there are tough enemies and bosses that force you into battles.
Of course. Anything
When
above
this
your
happens,
level also.
the type of party you bring will affect the battle.
Look at this motherfucker, bro.
Monsters called humans are especially tricky to face.
Yeah?
So beware.
Watch out, it's a
You will enjoy
human.
planning strategies for the battles ahead.
Harrell.
The degree of freedom in party formation And the fact that the difficulty level varies depending on which quest you conquer first can affect the perceived difficulty of battles. And a slight error in judgment can be fatal in this battle. The difficulty of the game can be changed at any time, and by using the retry feature, you'll be able to return to the top of the battle and take on the challenge again with other strategies you might have thought of.
I do like the retry feature.
So please rest assured that this game is made in a way that ensures all players can confidently take on the challenges.
I wanted to kick my fucking ass, bro.
Additionally, a network feature allows players to view the party compositions used by other players who've cleared the same dungeon. Available
Cool.
to view at any time.
Wow.
With the press of a button, you can instantly switch to those compositions, making it easier to adapt and strategize.
People will just be able to copy my teams?
I'm sure there are
Holy
players who
shit.
remember playing classic job change games based on the recommended information of specific party setups for certain dungeons.
Holy shit.
This network feature is like a modern version of that kind of playstyle.
I'm buying this game today.
Above all, we wanted players to be able to see firsthand how other players are progressing in the dungeon they are currently conquering, using their own party composition and ingenuity,
Oh,
even
man.
though it is a loosely connected aspect.
It's still so cool, especially as a content creator. The fact that people could just like steal my teams, potentially, if they could find it. I guess I don't know how it works.
What did you think? In this video, we have introduced the various types and uses of archetypes. We hope that even those who are unfamiliar with past Atlas titles will be able to easily enjoy this fantasy RPG
Oh
based
my
on its
God.
unique job system, which is a staple in fantasy RPGs.
I love these enemy designs
We've
too.
added various unique features into
Don't yawn.
Metaphor, from the system and volume to its visuals, and we hope that you will enjoy this fantasy RPG.
You think yourself equal?
I wonder if there is an all-in.
Metaphor is launching on October 11th, 2024.
That's so
and is
far
open for
away.
pre-orders.
Weird mobs like Shadow Hearts. I
also
love
pre-order
weird
the digital
mobs.
version.
Still playing
If you
COTC
are
at all?
interested
I
in
haven't.
Metaphor, please be
In
sure
a long
to
time.
pre-order or add to your wish list.
I'll be surprised if this isn't my goatee.
Those who pre-order will receive pre-order bonuses.
I don't want pre-order
including
bonuses.
The Archetype EXP chest set
I don't want that.
and an Adventurer's Journey pack.
I might.
In-game item sets are useful for battles and party development. They are great value DLCs that you can get just for pre-ordering.
What a great
so
value.
Please consider them. Metaphor will be available in both standard and special editions for physical and digital formats.
The physical edition or the special
The
edition doesn't look
development
that
team
cool.
has come together to create a collector's edition that allows everyone to celebrate Atlas's 35th anniversary.
The book?
The outer box is designed by Mr. Soejima.
Oh, okay.
And the art book is truly gorgeous, including art from various guest artists. We hope you will have a copy on hand to enjoy.
And the book is cool.
In the digital 35th anniversary history book, you will find a timeline of past titles, introductions to major titles, and a conversation with a very special guest talking about what makes RPGs so much fun to play. Additionally, this
already know
edition
why.
is filled with congratulatory comments from various creators in the industry.
You want to read
The
people
digital
say how good
soundtrack
we are?
includes an all-time best album that looks back on the brand's 35th anniversary. It is a fascinating musical journey that gives both old and new fans a sense of the history of Atlas's sound. In addition,
I mean, I
we
think
have
I'm
included
interested.
a cloth
Maybe.
world map of the United Kingdom of Uchronia,
Oh,
a set
okay.
of pins
The UK,
representing
huh?
the Homo Tinta monsters, a steelbook with dedicated key art, a 2-disc Metaphor Refantasio soundtrack composed by Shoji Meguro, a digital costume and battle background music set, and a
Who cares?
sticker sheet of national flags, archetype designs, and more.
It's like
This is a limited
average.
edition. So if you would like to take advantage of this opportunity, please consider pre-ordering while supplies last. Thank you for your continued support and excitement for Metaphor Refantasio. We hope you will enjoy these special items and look forward to seeing you
It
in
seems
the
pretty
next
average to
showcase.
me. I mean, I'm gonna buy it, but is it over?
We are happy to hear that so many people were interested in the battle system in the last live stream.
The battle system looks
Finally,
so
next
good.
time, we would like to introduce not only the gameplay, but also the world setting, characters, and stories
How
that we have been elaborating in our first
awesome.
attempt at a fantasy RPG.
like the very first things they're talking about are the battle
Please
systems.
stay tuned for the next exclusive.
They keep putting like they're like, hey, for our first two things, we're just talking about party composition and battle and combat. Now we're going to talk about the story. They know they wanted to put this. They wanted to put the gameplay first because at the end of the day, it's a video game and story and stuff is incredible. But I mean, like, it all comes down to gameplay, really. If I'm being honest, at the end of the day.